my HMO hospital's St. Mary's, I think. Is this? Am I at St. Mary's? Not quite.
The story started with me reading about weird sexual fetishes. The first one that I came across was acrotomophiles, and those are people who are sexually attracted to amputees. And then I found out about apotemnophiles, and those are people who want to become amputees, that their body image doesn't feel complete unless their right leg or their left arm is removed. And then my father-in-law, who is a podiatrist, started patenting these implants, and he was telling me all about the trial phases and the different tests that he would have to do. And somewhere along the line, I put those two worlds together, and I thought, wait a minute, what if the unsub is a doctor, or at least appears to be a doctor, who is operating on unwilling patients? We've gone 8 seasons, and we've never done doctors, fear of surgery, fear of being cut, this whole world of how scary just a hospital room and an operating room is. And suddenly I felt like, yeah, let's do that.
John Nelson, the unsub mortician. Well, that's what he is. He's a mortician. And he has a lovely wife that he's very much in love with, and she only has one leg. And this is going to sound probably a little strange. He loves her so that his one main objective in life is to try and help her. And to do that necessitates human experimentation. It's rather like a Frankenstein story.
It's less about being menacing and being malicious as it is being virtuous. He's not malevolent, he's being benevolent. That informs performance, I think, because when you're talking to your victims, you don't have anything against those victims. Those victims are actually helping you reach that breakthrough you need to take care of your wife. So that's the trick, is to kind of turn that cliche character around a little bit and let him think that everything he's doing is for a higher power, a higher purpose.
I'm doing it from the point of view of great love. I do lose a few of my subjects, but it's done out of something pure in the heart.
We never say this, but I think you sort of feel it in his treatment and Ray Wise's amazing performance, that he views these bodies that he's operating on as corpses, that he's probably done this 100 times on dead bodies, and the fact that now they're talking back to him is irrelevant, because he sees himself as God, and he can do whatever he wants to this meat and bone and flesh.
It's not my leg.
We decided to go with 4 or 5 prosthetics on this episode. Carl got a prosthetic leg. Donna got 2 because she had to be matched one day to the next day. And then we also had stumps that we had to put on for the morgue and some legs that were also on the morgue table. This is Marion, who's playing Donna. She's playing one of our victims who gets her leg switched out. This is a prosthetic that I put on, which started out like this. And I had to stitch it up before I put it on. We glued it on. There is a couple different colors. On the lighter side, there's 2 base colors here and 2 base colors here, stippled on, made to look like skin, and then I airbrushed 3 or 4 different freckly type colors on both sides. And then I added some bruising and redness and yellowy bruising and greens and all that, just to make it look a little more real and lifelike and gross. And then the blood, and all that adds up to disgusting.
Oh my God!
I know. Congratulations.
Whose leg is that?
Bella, she didn't survive the transplant, but you did.
It's not really hard to act once you see it, because the prosthetic looks really good. I was trying not to look at it for the 2 days I had it, because I didn't want to be like dead to it, when I finally did see it. But no, I mean, it's like no acting required. It's a horror show.
I can't move it.
You will in a few days.
For me, the thing that made me the most nervous was the makeup. It could take you out of the scene in a bad way, it could make you laugh. The whole makeup department did an amazing job of really selling the real Cronenbergian, like body image horror that you would have, you know, in that moment, that everybody would have, doesn't matter who you are. It was really, really effective and evocative.
Move.